Hey, this is Runako coming to you from sunny Tokyo. March started off a bit rough with the snow, but we finally got the groove of it. And as always, I know everything and you know nothing. And you're wondering, okay, then why should I even bother to listen to this podcast? Because I can teach you things. I can tell you things. You know, you don't even know that spring is coming, but cherry blossoms aren't your only option for having a picnic under pink flowers. We still have peach flowers. We still have plum flowers. You have two other options if you want to go get drunk in public and embarrass a group of people who probably didn't want to hang out with you indoors anyway. And that's a fact. And that's why you gotta tune in, because I've got facts, I've got ideas, I've got thoughts, and I need to share them with you, right? So strap in. We're gonna get through this in about let's say 15 minutes, and let's go. Welcome to episode 11 of Runako Universe. Alright, we're kicking episode 11 off with everyone's least favorite topic, politics, but something's gotta be said. Listen, it's been 44 days of the Trump presidency, and I'm not here to talk about his policies or the craziness that he's doing. I just want to talk about how much news is about Trump constantly. It's been 44 days of the presidency, and on average, that's the amount of articles that I've got to see every time I open a news website. There has to be a solution. I know everything. Here's the solution. If you run a country, you got two choices, and that's it. Either make Trump your king or take America off your map. That's it. That solves all the problems. I don't need to keep reading about all of this back and forth with a bunch of different people and Zelensky and Cuban doctors and whatever's in Gaza. And make up your mind. He don't want to hear no negotiation. He don't want to hear no options. He think he know everything and he have nuclear missiles. Either you're fighting it or you're not fighting it. But the middle ground is what's making news articles. The discussions, and they all end in the same way. It's either you're going to become his enemy or you're going to do what he say. So let us skip the middle part and reduce the amount of news articles. There's cool things I want to read about in the news. There was a really interesting article about Trinidad and Tobago Carnival. I couldn't see it because it was way at the bottom of the BBC page because it's just so much Trump news. Let's reduce it. Either make the man a crown, pay money, and I don't care. You can do that in Japan where I live. If I got a pop-up picture of Trump in my house, it's not something I'd love to do. But if I have to trade that for some silence, for some quiet, for less of the talk about it, I would 100% do it. Or if we say, all right, we go in a war, boom, bang, bang, it's time to go on rations. Give me my canned sardines and my crackers, and let's get down to it. Either way, it's 44 days. 44 days out of 4 years. We can't keep doing it at this level. It's gonna be too much. This is the solution, and I implore you all to take it and run with it. Make your decision up front. Is he a new king? And I mean king, like make him a crown, make him your head of state, everything he say, just do it, and let's just cut through or take them off your map. You don't want nothing from America. You don't take nothing from America. We lose all our Netflix. Oh gosh, and John Mulaney has a great show coming back out. But that's all right. I am willing to deal with the whatever side effects of the choice that is made. But let every country now come together and make their own individual choice. So I can read about like fun news about elephants getting their toenails cut and different things like that. There's interesting things that happen in the news, but it's all buried by all of the Donald J news, and I'm tired of it. I am exhausted at 44 days in. Let's wrap it up, guys. Let's wrap it up. And that's as far as we're going to go on politics. The next topic we're going to jump to is, as you know, my favorite topic because it's my entire life kind of revolves around my Instagram addiction. And here's the honest truth about Instagram. They probably have the worst algorithm. The ranking for top algorithms is probably, I would say, YouTube and right under YouTube X videos. Probably. But Instagram is way, way, way down at the bottom. They are not contenders at all for best algorithm. However, every now and then they throw something in the mix that really gets me going. And for me, it's usually like food stuff. So I was like, there's some food videos, no matter how many times they come back up, I'm gonna watch them again. So I'm gonna give you the top three undisputable, because as you know, my word is law. The top three undisputable best food videos. It can be a specific video or a type of video. The top three best food videos you're gonna get on Instagram. Here they go. The first is any pastrami sandwich making video. It's usually Cat's Deli. But they reach in and they take out this big slab, a dark meat, and they slap it and it starts jiggling, and you're watching the dark meat jiggling and you're like, is this a sandwich making thing or is this a Partisan Fontaine music video? And you're just like, I want to get into that sandwich and I want to get into other things. Really, they should start putting the little Asian porn blur over it, if I'm being quite honest. But those sandwiches are, they make me feel things in a way that you ever had a thought and you were like, I should go to jail. And it's not even necessarily an illegal thought. It just feels real immoral. That's what happens when I see those pastrami sandwich reels. So that's in third place. In second place, it's street food in what I think is Malaysia or Indonesia. It's like 5 million ingredients and a lot, and like just big pieces of meat, and they'll take like a pig's foot and they'll chop it up and then they'll put it on rice and then they'll give you a nice little sauce, and you got an option, a choice of sauces and how many toppings you want, and there's a guy asking questions about the price of the shit, and the woman taking out the food really does not seem like she wants to talk to him at all, and it's always just a woman, and I'm not sure which country it is. All I know, it's like Asians with big cheeks and probably in a hijab, which narrows it down for me to it's either Malaysia or Indonesia. It's definitely one of those two, and they've got the food thing on lock. Those videos, I've watched the same one multiple times, because also I think it's just because of how much meat they get, and I'm a very greedy person, and I think that's what's really pulling me there. The number one food reel that I'm gonna watch anytime you show me it is French guys making pastries with too much sex appeal. You know it. You've seen it, right? You know who we're talking about. And just to clarify, I'm not talking about the chocolate guy. I'm not talking about the guy who does like huge chocolate stuff and he kind of looks like Mr. Bean. I'm not talking about Mr. Cocoa Bean. There's two in particular. There's one who looks like he's Timothy Chalamet's little brother, like Pastry Chalamet. He's kind of like a little twink looking kind of French guy, and he does a lot of like rubbing the dough. He's always ooh, yes, I massage, I give it. It's very much the intersection of massage videos and food videos, because he's always like, somebody should talk to him about the way he's handling that, and I assume people are going to eat it eventually. Someone should talk to him about the way he's handling that pastry though, because he has it out on the table and it's just like and it's and the movements are a little bit much, and that's why he's not in first place. First place is Window Guy. I think Window Guy is also French, and all of these men are just doing way too much with their facial expressions, by the way, for just making pastry. But Window Guy, he'll take a fruit, he'll break the fruit down into sauces and into creams and into chocolates, and then he'll reconstruct a pastry that's the exact same shape as the original fruit, which is cool. Some might say unnecessary, maybe just eat the fucking fruit. But my favorite thing about him is, one, he doesn't give me the vibe that he's gonna molest me. And also, he gives away the food to people outside, and they be begging outside his window. Shameless. You think people look bad at Costco waiting for samples? You gotta see one of this guy's videos. They be begging outside his window for whatever it is he's giving out. But most importantly, like, there's very little imminent threat of him touching me. So that's why I'm always down for his videos. So those are the top three. Third place, pastrami. Second place, Malaysian or Indonesian street food. And first place, molesty French guys making sweets. And that's just what it is, and that's a fact. Like, those are the top three, undisputable. If you go ask someone to do the science about it, don't bother, because I've already done it for you. And let's move to our media corner. There's no actual corner. I considered like doing a thing where I'd actually move or I'd change outfits, but all of that is considerably too much work. So we're just gonna sit right here and talk about a show that I'm watching. I think the books are fairly popular. I haven't heard a lot of chatter or talk, maybe because I don't hang out with so many nerds anymore, but I haven't heard so many people talking about the Wheel of Time series, which the third season of is going to probably come out very soon on Amazon Prime. Wheel of Time is a high fantasy series, so they've all got British accents, and it's a group of young people. And first they were all touching each other's bits, and now they've kind of gone out into the world because they've got magic powers, and now they're touching everyone else's bits, and there's a lot going on, and it's interesting, and there's a magic system in it, and there's a evil power. It's the usual. It's Lord of the Rings. It's Narnia. It's you know the usual usual kind of brouhaha that comes with that whole thing. I do enjoy it. In particular, I want to talk about honesty. It make this segment and come close and come closer and come closer. This segment is really about honesty. I want to talk about honesty. I want to talk about the fact that one of the main characters, let me get her name, I have it written down here. The actress's name is Madeline Madden, and she plays a character named Egwene. And this young lady has a large mole, a beauty spot, whatever you call it, on her nose. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But you know what? She's never tried to hide it. Boom! Early in the series, big gross mole on her nose. And I can respect that. And I can appreciate that. Is that going to immediately make me not attracted to her? Yes. Is that her problem? She don't need to care about it. No. But is my problem, because I need to know what's going on inside Runako. You know? So I don't need to be bamboozled. Not like some other people who won't be named, who try to hide you know what? Let's name it. Let's get to it. Let's be honest here. Tyler, you gotta stop hiding the mole on your chin. I make me sweat, water girl. People have a lot of problems with her, and most of the time I disagree with the issues with her. But this one thing, not enough people are talking about. How she's constantly posing in pictures to make it seem like she doesn't have a big gross mole on her chin. Beautiful girl, by the way. Out of my league by several miles. Still, I kind of want to poke that mole with a stick. And I feel like it's really the intrigue of constantly rediscovering the mole that makes me kind of be like, that's back there. If you got a big mole, come out mole forward. Come out mole forward. Be Cindy Crawford. Come out mole forward and let us see that mark on your face, and let me decide for me if it's a gross situation or if not. But don't leave me guessing. Don't leave me guessing and searching, because that's not fair. That's not a nice thing to do to society. All right? And with that, we wrap up Media Corner. I don't know how much I talked about watch Wheel of Time. It's a good show. But the mole thing was a lot more important. Before we wrap up, as usual, question from a viewer. So today's question goes, I'm considering moving to Japan, but it seems like it's tough to ever fully fit in. Do you think a foreigner can live a fulfilling life in Japan? And that is from a viewer I made up named Ali. To Ali, I say, the fuck I look like Japan immigration? What are you asking about this for? All right. On a serious note, I get a lot of questions about life in Japan and that kind of thing. Come see. Come see, blow up your life wherever you are. If it's so bad and you're so curious about Japan, blow up your life wherever you are. Come here and find out whether or not it works. Gamble, don't ask me. I already made my mistakes. I'm here stuck in this bitch, and I made my mistakes already. Don't come to try to learn from my mistakes. Learn from your mistakes. As a matter of fact, come let me make some new mistakes and prevent me from making them. I shouldn't be the only one making mistakes here. Whether your life is fulfilling or not, at the end of the day, the reality is that is 100% up to you. I'd ask you, is your life fulfilling where you are? Do you feel like you fit in where you are? Because Japan ain't the place to come make that fixed. You know what I mean? You can find a subculture that you're interested in, and that can make your life more round. That can make your life more filled out. But I don't know that it's going to totally make your life fulfilling. You got to find out what it is you need in your life. Do you need more money? This ain't the place to come. Do you need your bits touched? You got to check and see how you look and what sector society you can drop into and really get your bits touched. Some people do better than others in that over here. Are you looking to get married and settle down, and you're a very foreign looking person? Maybe this ain't for you, buddy. You gotta know what it is you're looking to fulfill yourself. Japan doesn't have any specific answer for any one person. It's a place just like any other place, and it lines up with some people and it doesn't line up with other people. And sometimes it sucks and sometimes it's great. And honestly,
It's too many foreigners here anyway. You're all tiring me. Last time I wanted to cook a big chicken, it was Thanksgiving. I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. I go to my store, there's no more whole chickens in the store because all these motherfucking foreigners come in and they buying up all the Thanksgiving chickens. And then people who don't even celebrate Thanksgiving because everybody think, oh, we're all one big expat community. So now I'm not even from America. I'm from Europe, or I'm from the African continent, but somehow I'm also buying whole chickens. I just wanted to roast a whole chicken. It had nothing to do with Thanksgiving, and there were no more in the store. So maybe just don't come to Japan.
but also pursue your joy. And that's all that we're going to have today. Remember, if you have a question, I'll be happy to answer it and give you all the assistance that I can. RunakoUniverse@gmail.com. You can email me those questions. You can DM me at RunakoUniverse on Instagram. And if you don't, I'll just make up a person and a question anyway. I don't need you like that. I know everything and you know nothing. This has been Runako Universe, and we're out.